Good morning, Simon here at Plunge Audio. Just wanted to talk about this new cable from Linum, a company out of Denmark, and the reasoning behind it. When I got a fair number of requests for a thinner, lighter cable, lower profile, I'm like, Linum is the place to go. They have a world-renowned reputation for quality wire, and I'm pretty sure that pretty much every one of us IEM manufacturers use their internal wiring, their Litz wires that have right here. They're just really great quality wires. So I reached out to Linum to see if they had something coming out that was maybe a little bit thicker than a lot of their cables in the past, and only because I didn't want them too too thin. So we've come out with a new cable. I don't think Linum has officially released it yet, but this is our new cable from them, and it sounds fantastic. It's a great cable. 2-wire twisted. It's tough as nails. The cinch is like super simple, but it's like it stays cinched. It's really nice. It's very thin. The the connectors plug in and they're super discreet and super lightweight. There's no weight pulling down on the ear. The tooling that goes into making something like this is pretty extensive, and so I'm loving this cable, and it's super lightweight, super low profile. Everything is tooled and injection molded, so the stress reliefs are amazing. They're so strong. I'll be honest, it's a little bouncy. So if you're worried about bouncy, maybe don't choose this one, because it's springy and bouncy. That's just the nature of the cable. If you're looking for something, really sort of subtle and floppy, floppy in a good way, it's really soft and supple. There's no springiness to this one. Then maybe you want to stick with the standard cable. It's a coaxial 4-wire cable, fairly thick. It's got to be 5 millimeters thick. It's a heavy duty cable with a good stress relief. Plunge Audio branded. I did add on this last order, because the cinch, we kept changing the diameter of the cinch here. It's a good hold, but you've got twisted wire there, so whatever you put on twisted wire, it wants to fold off, it wants to roll off because of the twist. So I've added 2 cinches, so shouldn't be any problem. The only reason I switched to this black one is because people thought this shrink wrap one looked cheap, so I went with a metal one, and then it didn't quite hold well enough. So I've given you 2 options on the standard cable. If you think this looks cheap because it holds really well, you can cut it off with an X-Acto knife and get rid of it and just use this if you like, but I wanted to offer both options. I think the new shrink wrap cinch holds really well, but as you can see, it still pulls. It's because of the twist in the wire, but gives you 2 options. If we make it any tighter, you won't be able to move the cinch. It's a really nice cable, but if you want something really light that sounds great, that's super strong, takes up no space. I love it because I can wind it up so small, as compared to the standard cable. So you outweigh the benefits, and whatever it is you prefer. And just so you know, it has a right angle connector, which some people love and demand and want, and other people don't want a right angle connector. So please keep in mind, if ordering the Linum cable, that it has a right angle. Our standard cable has a straight plug, as you can see, the difference in profile. So it's up to you. You make the choice. They're both great sounding cables. And this is a Plunge Audio cable. This is branded for us. This is a Linum. This is a third-party cable that we sell, that we recommend for our products. I love it. I love both. So hope that helps.